How much time do we want to spend painting not great sculpted miniatures from board games? Hello and welcome to another episode of Blast Arcade Painting. So yeah, we're going to paint Worlds of Warcraft Pandemic. This is actually a video that's been sponsored by one of our patron members. And to be perfectly honest, it's taking me a long time to get it done because I've had other projects in between that I would rather have worked on. But this is low impact painting, and really it shouldn't have taken me any time, but it did, and for that I apologize. That's life in the fast lane. I've never been in the fast lane. But I mean, painting our board game miniatures, which are normally not that great, can just be an easy low stakes project that you can kind of work on in between all your other projects if you want. Or you could just focus down and get them done in a weekend, which I didn't do, but you could. And obviously with the sculpts not being that good, it does take away from you really wanting to spend a ton of time on it. So let's just use some speed paints and some washes and some metallic paints and paint through some of these guys. And we also painted up a bunch of these on stream on Friday nights that we usually throw every Friday night. My beard is rather unruly and it does need to be tamed and taken care of and straightened and all sorts of nonsense. So I was like, you know what, I'm just done for a bit. And those streams end up usually being pretty good, where I talk about why I shaved my beard. It's thrilling, riveting, and we usually have a great group of people that are regulars come in, and that's pretty much it. But anyway, I was asked to paint the Lich King and the Dark Elf. I don't know anything about World of Warcraft past Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness, so we're going to paint those two and focus on them. And honestly, the rest of the miniatures is as simple as I looked at a picture of them and then I painted them those colors with speed paints. That's really all I can tell you. I just went and it's done. So here are the other two. First thing we did is give him a spray of khaki, then a zenithal of white from above. And we're going to take some Briar Queen Chill, and this is just going to go on her skin. I don't know what her name is or anything. I did no research other than look at pictures. Amethyst Alchemy next, and this goes all over her armor bits because she's got like a purple metallic armor. Again, I don't know anything about this character, so if you could enlighten me, throw some comments below and teach me about this one. And the Lich King, I just sprayed gray and took some cobalt metal here. Any metallic blue would be fine, but this is kind of a paler metallic blue, and this is going pretty much on all of the armor bits. It's okay if we go over any of the parts we're going to paint silver later, because we're just going to use another metallic over top of it, and it's not going to change too much. Then we're taking some German gray and a little bit of night blue. We're mixing that together with some speed paint medium, which we always call SPM, down in our titles. And this is just going over any of the cloth bits, not the fur bits, just the cloth bits. So this ends up being sort of a very dark, bluish color, cold colors. He is the Lich King of the winter, or I don't know, he definitely loves the winter. And we're gonna take some Briar Queen Chill again here, and this just goes on any of the fur bits. So he's got some on his gloves and he's got some down on his legs. Yeah, does he need, if he's like in control of winter and stuff, does he need fur line stuff? I don't know anything about him either, other than he's a Lich King apparently. And we're going to take some heavy metal next, and this can go on any of the parts that we are going to do, just the straight metallic. Yeah, look up some reference photos, because I didn't know anything about him. So Bright Sapphire and Ducat Blue next, and this is just going on his sword. So that Bright Sapphire first, and then the dry brush of Ducat Blue. It's a frosty blade, I guess. Frosty and magical. He's a Lich King, or Witch King, I don't know, doesn't matter. We're going to take some German Gray next, and we're going to put this all over his sword hilt. Again, look at some reference photos. I found a ton of different pictures of him that like weren't all the same across the board. Oh, we're gonna put this into his mask as well and his eyes. So yeah, they weren't all the same across the board. So I just kind of had to do what looked best, but also basing it on the reference. Either way, this is going on any of her straps, her quiver back here, anything we need. Basically like a soft black, German Gray. Yeah, German Gray looks pretty black, to be honest. Then we're taking some Moon Lake Coral here. This is going all over her cloak and hood. I'm assuming with the bow, the elf, she's a bit of like a ranger with a cloak. Kind of makes sense. Anyway, it goes all over that. Then we're taking some Howling Sand here, and we're just going to pop this on her hair. She's got like a whitish, sort of, I don't know, dark elf, white hair. Why do they always have white hair? Anyway, we'll take some white, speaking of white, and we're just going to put these on the little symbols on his sword, basically making it look a little bit colder, just because it's a frozen magic sword. Then we're going to grab some Druchii Violet. This is going to go all over her armor bits. We will just let it settle into the recesses and not let it pool too much, but that's going to shade all of her armor. And we're taking some Runic Gray. We're going to put this on her skin, shade her skin down a little bit, like not too much. And then for the Lich King, it's going to go over everything, basically, except for that blade that he has. We want to keep that blue, but everything else is getting that Runic Gray. We'll take some Sterling Silver, or any bright silver you want. We'll do the trim of her armor, and these guys are pretty much done after painting the bases. And yeah, we'll have a look at them. Now, like I said, I just grabbed metallic paints and speed paints and some washes, and I just went a very simple, you know, just, I know that that's not a technical term, but I just went through and painted, looked at the reference photos on the cards in the game, looked at the reference photos online, and just painted the colors accordingly. It's not a crazy complicated process. Just pick a color that looks close to what it should be, put it on there, and then shade it with a wash. That's all it needs to be. And then I gave them a matte spray because these are going to be played with. With our miniatures that we play war games with, we don't touch them that much. Sure, we move them, that's it. But when you're playing a board game, you might have more than just you touching the miniatures, and they should be a little bit protected. I also don't want to spend a ton of time on them because they're going to get thrown into a bag, they're going to get thrown into a box, they're going to get shaken around, doesn't matter, and then people that are at your house or your apartment or whatever are going to play and touch them too. So spending a lot of time on it for something that might chip or break or get stepped on or eaten by a cat, yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, and I don't want to waste your time showing you, oh, go in and layer and highlight. Nope. Let's not waste our time on board game miniatures. And as always, we want to thank our Patreon members, Charming Grenade, Richie Fender, Blaster Boy, Mike, Stuart Drake, and Bowties and Bugbears. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Go paint.